Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people in the chat, people what it do, people who we didn't know, but people who we do know is here telling me, yo, I need to show up for show. Yo, that man Ja, yo Ja the boss, yo Ja the boss. We haven't seen you in 20,000 years, bro. What's going on, bro? How you feeling, my brother? Yo, Nick, what it do? You so slick. I see you being quick. Yo, what up, Nick? Yo, my brother. Yo, the man, the myth, the legend. Gameplay 5000 is in the chat. Yo, AJ. Yo, AJ, what up, dude? And we saved the best for last. The man, the myth, the talented one, the guy with motivation on a Tuesday and a Friday. Yo, my guy, Ant Film. What up, brother? How you doing, man? Hope you doing well, man. Hope everybody doing well, man. Nicholas, we see you, my dude. Yo, hold on. We skipped one, but this guy, he's an infantry vet, and he doing better yet. Yo, what up, though? Infantry. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? What's good? Yo, my guy Nick with the 52 months. Yo, what up, though, man? Thank you for the love and support, Mr. Nick. Nick the man. Always gotta remember the man Nick, cause he forever slick. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, what up, bro? What's up, man? Are you guys ready to see what Bungie got in store for us? Yo, shout out to the 6 smacking that like button, because you guys are definitely dope and awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What up, though, chat? What's good, man? What's good, man? What's good, chat? What up, though? How everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing good. I see John, the boss, pull up after 20,000 years. You guys see him. If BG was here, BG would have been like, yo, we haven't seen this man since Apex. I chat since Apex, man. Who mans is this? Sheesh. Is the game best beard? Man, that's the best beard man to ever be known. Yo, you see Ja there, BG? You see Ja, bro? You see Ja in the chat? It's crazy. I haven't seen that man since Apex. That man said, I'm taking it all off. Bro, it's crazy, man. It's hot, bro. I am burning up, bro. I'm burning up, bro. It's too hot for you, bro. Yesterday, bro, it's wait. It's already 98. It's already 98. What? Bro, it's already 90 freaking 8. It's 98 degrees. Today, it's gonna be like 101 to 105 today. What? Bro, what? Boxers and tank top? Bro, I'm about to start taking it all Oh nah, we ain't do no. Some of y'all would have thought. Okay, we ain't taking it off on stream, no sir. No. Put that back. Put that dirty thinking back. You know what I'm saying? Put that dirty thinking back, you nasties. Oh man, where the hot tub stream at, John? Is crazy. That's crazy, bro. Crazy work, bro. Bro, listen, man. Air conditioned, bro. This PC already blowing hot air. Don't even get me started, right? Then I got a fan over there that's blowing crazy. Okay? Inside this room is already 100 probably. Okay? With the heat that's going on, it's already 100. And just posted? Sheesh! I'm just telling you. The sun destroying your AC. Bro, the heat is crazy. It's already 98 already, bro. It's just getting worse every single time. Every single time. Every single time. I just need to blow up I don't know, man. I just need a mud hole or something to just dive in today. A mud hole. I'm not even, listen, man. I'm not even gonna complain. Just let me get a little mud hole with some cold water in there, and I'm good. You need snow to come save us, bro. You're not getting no snow, bro. Despite all of that you talking about, ain't no snow happening in no damn summertime. So you might as well just take that out of your head and stop it. Stop the BS. Stop the BS already. Okay? Stop the BS. Hold on a minute. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah, we gotta restart that damn thing. Bad for the people who do construction out there. That's the crazy part about the whole thing. The people who do construction, they pants wet, they drawers wet, they drawers wet. Everything is wet right now. Everything is wet right now, bro. Everybody who do construction out there, salutes to you. Salutes to you. You're just lucky, my brother. Man, my other piece of crap be acting up, chat. It be acting wildin' for respect. Oh, you in camp right now? Man, not everybody want winter time to come back that fast, BG. Only you, BG. Wintertime can stay where it's at for a little bit, man. Let that summertime rain in, bro. But 90, bro, it's 90 freaking degrees. It's 98 degrees outside. Alright, come on. Cut on so we can look at the video when it do come up. So hold on, Bungie's having a live stream chat? Listen, man, we can't bring up the old days, alright? The old nickname, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't bring up the old nickname, man. At 1 p.m.? 1 p.m.? We got some time, though. We can watch that motivational. We got some time, baby. We got some time. We definitely got some time, man. That means another emblem? Man, I don't know, man. I ain't too happy about all these emblems, bro. Sorry to say it, but you know. You gave your like so you don't get jumped in the alley later? Guess what, bro? You still gonna get jumped. Because you know why? We want your lunch money and your pocket change. Okay, so make sure you got like 50 cents in your pocket. And make sure you got your lunch money. Alright? Alright. Say less. We gonna send Ant to knock your door real quick. He said, I already knew this. Oh my gosh. Bro, it be like that. It be like that, bro. It's so crazy. Look. It's so crazy. He worried about he getting jumped. Sometimes I jump myself. You know what I'm saying? I be checking my pockets. Like, bro, you got that change that I need? Like, you know what's up. You know, so hey, don't feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel bad. I be getting jumped too. You know what I'm saying? I be going through my own pockets and checking myself in the mirror. Some people might think that I'm crazy, but you know, sometimes you gotta check yourself, bro, before you wreck yourself. You know, some of y'all ain't gonna know that slogan, but you know, we old heads know what we talking about. Just letting you know. Just letting you know. You know, off the rip. I be looking at myself in the mirror like, Vicious, you got that lunch money, bro? Be like, yo, bro, take it easy. Take it easy. Let me breathe a little bit. Yo, Kurt, what up, though, bro? Kurt, you got my lunch money, bro? Everybody gotta get taxed now because Marcus reminded me. So if y'all want to blame Marcus, blame him right now. Blame Mr. MBG. He did that. He came in here and he reminded me about that lunch money. Don't run now, bro. Don't run now. Don't run. Don't run now, bro. He did that. He did that to y'all. Don't have him run out here now. Trying to leave after he did that. He trying to get out of here. He thought he was going to get low and get out of here, chat. Don't let him get out of here 47 seconds ago. Marcus is the coach of coaches? I know. I know. That's why I can't be a coach. Cause he said I'm not coachable. That's what he said, bro. He put it down in the Columbine that, you know, Vicious is not coachable. What? Who said that, bro? Who said that, bro? Who used that in your stream, bro? Who's the one that made that mistake, bro? We just made that. You just made that up. That's crazy. Bro, I think I need to toss this PC out the window. This laptop that I had for many years, and it's just stopped like working, period. I'm about to toss this thing out the damn window. I just put this shit out in the window. Like, that's it. You're done. Alright, we about to watch Ant, you know, do his thing like he do, bro. We about to watch Ant do his thing, bro. Buy me one, bro. Since I need an Xbox and I don't want an Xbox, buy me one, bro. A long time ago, I used to have an Xbox. But I don't want an Xbox. But since you said you need an Xbox, buy me an Xbox then, Thrakis. Alright. So I need to put my headset on, which is a must. Gotta get my headset because we gotta watch that man do his thing, bro. Cash App him 300, Thrakis. Nah, don't tell that man that. Don't say that to that man, BG. Alright. So, as y'all know, Friday we didn't do no Motivational Friday. This week we not gonna have motivational Friday, but chat, but we are the following week we're gonna have motivational Friday and Tuesday, right? So we just gonna let y'all know that because I'm gonna be home and I'm gonna be around, a little bit more, but also, the reason why I'm not really around is because I have so much going on, man. It ain't even funny. But, Vicious Destroyer is here, always reporting in my Tuesdays. Is my day that I truly have off. Today's supposed to be a long day for me, but you know what? I take the time because I want to stream for you guys. I want you guys to have fun. You know what I'm saying? Every game you got above a 2 KD. This man, you're just too damn good, AJ. Jeez. Let me win something sometimes. Yeah. So we're gonna look at the motivation my brother bring in. Okay, Ant had done service up with that crazy motivational Friday. You know what I'm saying? Brother Ant, he got us with something. So today's the day. You gotta show my brother some love. You know what I'm saying? Go under this post that he posts up, salutes, show him the arm strength. People are laughing. Some people are putting the hand sanitizer. I don't know what's going on, but I can tell you this though. It's about to go down. So hold on. Did the developer stream started already, Nicholas? Because I'm confused here. Okay, so the developer stream started, so I guess we gonna watch it after. That's crazy early, like 30 minutes early, you know what I mean? So let's watch that. Let's go to that. Let's go do that. Where is it at? Alright, chat. Alright, good people. Hope y'all ready. Developer stream starting soon. Got it in good quality, right, chat? It's the countdown. But it say starting soon. Usually, I thought it was starting at 1 o'clock. We got like 15 minutes though. Oh no, we don't got 15 minutes? It's just a countdown, right? Okay, so this is just a countdown stream. Okay. So what we gonna do? Okay, what we gonna do? We gonna get out of that. Alright, we gonna put that on. Gonna get rid of that. Okay, we gonna mute that thing. right, we gonna come back up here, and we gonna see what the brother talking about, right, chat? We gonna see what the brother Ant is talking about. You know, tune in. My brother is wearing the spectacle. Check the hat out. The hat is on fleek. My brother is looking sharp on sharp. He's looking sharper than Elton Sharpton. Okay? He's doing his thing. We got 2 minutes, 45 seconds of greatness that's about to be performed in front of you guys right now. Okay? So guess what? Keep me updated. Keep me up to date. Okay? Here we go. Talk to me.
We ain't messing around with it today.
We ain't wasting no time, baby. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Sheesh.
It's Tuesday. You know what that means, baby.
Yes, sir.
Motivational Tuesday.
Yes, sir.
PSA, baby. It is hot outside.
Tell me about it.
Even though it's
Hot
hot
as
outside.
hell. Hot.
Of course, you got to stay hydrated
Hot.
and be careful. Everybody
Hot,
needs to
baby.
get outside and get some of this sun before it start raining. Get some of this sun, man. Vitamin D. Fellas.
Hold on, Ant. Wait a minute. Let's talk about this. Man, Ant, man. We gotta talk about this. You can't be all willy-nilly coming out here talking about vitamin D. We can't do that. And you talking about vitamin D, and you have your hands like this. You have your hands like this. Vitamin D. Why? Why? And then look at the smile on his face, talking about it too. Chat. I don't know, man. I don't know. We gonna see what he gotta say. What more he gotta say? Go ahead.
You know I always got tips for the fellas.
Right after he talks about vitamin D, you know I always got tips for the fellas. Bro, and then look at the message he have on top. Y'all see the message? Did y'all see the message? Did y'all see the message up top? That is just crazy. That is just crazy. That is just crazy. I can't even lie to y'all. That is crazy, wicked work. And I got tips for the fellas. Big pause. That is just crazy. But here we go.
Fellas, stress, lack of sleep can raise cortisol levels in your body. Cortisol is the enemy of testosterone. It destroys your testosterone. Getting sun and vitamin D reduces cortisol in your body, which in turn allows your testosterone to rise. That's what we want. That's what it's all about. Make sure you get outside, get some of this sun. But when you inside, we gonna go crazy like I did in this gym. Let's get it, baby.
Let's go. Hold on. We gotta drop that a little bit there. Sheesh. 95 pounds, baby. 95. On the rise. 95. Let's go. No spot. Look at them arms, bro. Let's go. Easy work. Any stand with it. Standing presses machine. Look at this guy's shoulders, man. Look at this guy's shoulders. Okay, I just got one thing to say. I just got one thing to say. Now, I'm just saying this, fellas. And I'm just saying this, Aunt. I'm sorry in advance, Aunt. But imagine dating this man's daughter and you do something wrong. I'm leaving. Just know you're a dead man. You're a dead man. You're a dead man. You're a dead man. I don't care what kind of what you think you have in your arsenal. You're done. Don't mess with this man. Keep him close to you. Don't cross him. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. All right, back to it. Sheesh. Imagine seeing this coming at you at night. Just saying, look at him. Look. Imagine seeing this coming at you at night. He would just pick you up and slam you through your own couch. You know? Hold on. We gotta take that back. We gotta take that back. We gotta take that back. Then we gotta raise this. Alright, here we go. Y'all ready? Let's hear what my brother gonna say.
Yeah, man, dude in my video, he's a funny guy. He's a nice guy, man. He was just being funny. Yeah, that was shoulder day. Woo.
Sheesh.
I'm very interested to see this Bungie stream today, man. I want to see. I'm very excited for the weapons and the armor, but I don't know how excited I am for this campaign. If the biggest thing that they showing.
And yo, Ant, that's my thing. I don't know too much about the story. I'm very excited to see the weapons, but if the story is trash, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. And you make perfect sense with that, bro. If the story is trash, what is the means of playing anymore? If the story is trash, what is the means of playing anything anymore? I'm just saying. They've been just showing all this invisibility stuff. You going around. You can electrocute all these different things. But bro, if the story is not storying, bro, I'm just telling you, it's dead. It's dead, chat. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. It's dead.
Is us turning into a ball of electricity and rolling
Correct.
around. I can't wait to see what they show today and watch it with y'all, man. Before we get out of here, I just wanted to say much love to everybody, man. Much love to the community.
Salutes. You already know, man.
Baby.
You know. But Ant, you forgot. You forgot to do your one move, you You forgot though. Alright, though. Alright, we ain't gonna say much about that. We gonna let that slide. You see this? This is what we need to see. This is what we need to see right here. See that right here? That right here is what we need to see. BG did it for me. BG did it for me. That's what we need to see right there. I'm just telling y'all, man. I'm just telling y'all. This thing is gonna be cool. Okay, hold on. Let me go back to self-promotion. Now let's go back to this. Is it there? And we back on it, baby. We back on it. We got 15 minutes, I guess. You know what I mean? And let's see what Bungie gonna do. Baby. You gonna have to buy that watermelon juice? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, that's what we gonna need. Gonna need that 100%. Yo, guys, don't forget to smack that like, hit that sub, hit that notification bell. You already know the vibes, yo. Let's go. Pull up. I'm wondering if I should watch the one on Twitch instead of the one on YouTube. Because you don't get no emblem for watching on YouTube, I'm sure. Alright? Y'all think so, right? You don't get nothing for no damn YouTube. But we go to Twitch. Is it only on YouTube? Yeah, but why is it not popping up here? Usually they live stream will pop up right here. Oh, PlayStation got something going on? Oh, they doing it on the PlayStation channel, huh? Is that what it is? But nah, are they doing it on PlayStation or? I'm not seeing Bungie stuff that I got is not even up here. Oh, there it is. So they have it on both. They got it on both though. But nah, I found it there. They have it on both though. They got it on both. Any updates? I don't think there's any update today. The only update is Ant, putting in that work, bro. Bro putting in that work. It's crazy. Sounding like it's about to start.
So Kepler's a place touched by the Nine, concealing a lot of secrets and danger. And it's somewhere that human scientists traveled to a long time ago to research a dormant singularity. While living on Kepler, not only did they observe the collapse, they survived it. And over time, the ideals of the scientific process they held to were enshrined in their culture, and they came to be known as the Ionians. The Elixni House of Exile arrived during the Dark Age, weary from the Long Drift. They didn't invade Earth with the other Elixni houses. Instead, they sought a new home, which they found alongside the Ionians. But the dark matter that permeates Kepler and that they converted into the ether they need to survive ended up being toxic. So when the Ionians failed to cure them, the house rose up under an archon claiming to be blessed with prophetic sight. Now, the House of Exile is full of zealots, and they'll stand opposed to the Guardian as they walk the winding pathways of Kepler, learning more about what called them there in the first place. Guardian's paracausal power acts as a catalyst for the normally corrosive force of dark matter. These new powers will allow them to unlock long sealed passageways for the Ionians as they make their way to the singularity at the core of the planetoid.
So from the start, we focused on building Kepler as more of a dungeon-like destination. It expands on the interconnected world design of places like the Leviathan or the Shattered Throne.
As you fight your way across Kepler, you tap into dark matter abilities and unlock enemy tech that expands your navigation and aids you in combat. These are all about going places you would normally think are out of reach.
Matterspark has you turn into this wild ball of arc energy. It's like nothing we've done in Destiny before. The Mattermorph ability lets you twist the objects in the world around you.
With Relocator, you've essentially co-opted the Fallen's teleportation networks and can use it to cross gaps you wouldn't have even considered before.
It'll be the small tells, an open vent, a broken window, things you want to remember because you might be revisiting them later.
Abilities can be upgraded, so as you unlock new perks, you can chain them into your build crafting in clever ways.
By far the most game-changing is one of Matterspark's upgrades. On Kepler, it lets you turn into Matterspark the same way you'd summon a sparrow, wherever and whenever. It will optimize not only exploration, but also combat on future playthroughs in super creative ways. There are tons of cool combinations. You can suspend an enemy with Mattermorph, bend a path up toward the sky, and then in mid-air, leap into Matterspark to dash across the arena and arc chain a group of enemies.
The team has already seen players pairing abilities with different exotic perks and aspects to create some really crazy builds.
We know this is only the beginning and can't wait to see what happens once players get their hands on this kit.
Welcome to Bungie, and welcome to our Destiny 2 Edge of Fate live stream. This will be the first live stream that we have leading into launch. Big shout out to the folks that we had on our Dev Insight video. We were just talking about Kepler, destination abilities, some of the secrets of Kepler and the Aeonians, but we're going to leave that for a later date for you to discover. Today we're going to be talking a bunch about Sandbox. We have a bunch of core feature updates with Armor 3.0, gear tiering, some new loot for you to grind out, and a bunch of cool things to show. So without further ado, let's get to it. We have a wonderful panel of developers on our couch. Some of them are new, some of them you've seen before. But yeah, let's start out with Eric. How you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for asking, Dylan.
Yeah. For folks that maybe haven't seen you on a previous live stream where you've talked about burst weapons and all the cool ability stuff, who are you? What do you do?
Sure. I'm Eric Smith, gameplay
Yes,
lead
man,
on
say,
Destiny
let's
2,
go,
and I'm
CB.
excited to dive into our Sandbox changes.
Why everybody,
Vivian,
every person
hello,
you
hello,
see on there
welcome to
that's
the live
of color,
stream
y'all
format.
keep calling them
We've
CB.
seen
I'm
you
done.
on Vidocs from time to time, but yeah, for folks that haven't met you, seen you on our Vidocs, who are you? What do you do?
Yeah, I'm Vivian Bex. I'm a sandbox designer on Destiny. I get the privilege of making like a lot of the toys that players get to use, you know, like weapons and stuff. Recently, I've kind of been all over the sandbox team, and I have some very exciting stuff to show today. I'm really excited.
Man. Yeah, we'll get into that in a minute. And last but not least, end of the couch, Bjorn. Taylor Bjorndal. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Happy to
Who
be here.
are you? What do you do here, buddy?
Taylor Bjorndal, associate weapons designer, sandbox designer. I've
So
also
you the
bounced
guy we
around,
gotta talk
done a lot
about
of
with
stuff.
these some of these
Excited to
weapons.
talk about
Okay.
all of the million things we changed.
Yeah, right. I think the last time we had you on the couch, we were talking grid skipper rolls and things like
Yeah,
that.
it's been a bit.
Yeah. So as we're diving into this, we have quite a bit to go through in the show. And to start, we're actually going to be in the shooting range. We're going to have our gameplay specialist going through, showing you some of the new weapons, some of the new ability or exotics.
Actually, we finally got a shooting range in the damn tower. Thank you.
Tuning a couple different enemies, playing around, damage types, that kind of stuff. To start with our panel, though, let's talk Armor 3.0. Eric, if we can talk about like where did we start with ammo? Where was it back in the day? Where are we going? What's the high-level vision for our changes?
Yeah, so when Destiny 2 launched, we had armor in the game, but there were 3 stats. There were no mods available. And then with Shadowkeep, we hit Armor 2.0, where we added 3 additional stats for a total of 6. And armor mods as well, and this is the next
That
evolution
bow looks
for the
kind of
new
cool though from the
saga
Vanguard.
of Destiny 2.
Got a Vanguard symbol on that
In
bow.
Armor 3.0, we are adding, or we're reworking the stats.
Well,
We're adding set bonuses, and we are adding gear tiers as well.
Yeah.
And the kind of the goals with Armor 3.0. So
bow ain't my
one,
thing
you want to make
though,
armor
man.
more
I don't
exciting
know. Bow
and
lost its
desirable.
feel
When's the
though,
last
man. They
time
gotta
you
do
saw
something
a
with
purple
bows
armor
that.
dropped and you were, thrilled to go pick it up and see
That's
what it's
really gonna
and
like
then,
do
we
something.
want to rework the stats to make sure no stat is left behind, no stat feels mandatory, and give you further depth of build crafting in your armor roles, essentially.
Yeah, and then an underlying goal as well that I've seen you execute upon and the team really is approachability. There are a lot of new UI tools where you're hovering over perks, stats, all that kind of stuff. You're seeing actual percentages, you're seeing more full descriptions for things, helping newer players or returning players get reacquainted with the sandbox of Destiny.
Yeah, in this release and in coming releases, we are absolutely focusing on making the game easier to digest and understand.
I get y'all, but
this,
we need more from the bows though.
The shooting range here is a great example of this, like where I can just go and see how much damage I'm doing, and test out my weapons, test out these builds, and see the actual changes that my new armor and whatnot is giving me.
Yeah, and you can load in here with a full fire team of 6 if you want to check out raid boss damage, or just come in here by yourself if you're on Discord talking friends, shooting the stuff. So let's really quick talk about stats. This is one of the major overhauls. A couple things are leaving, a couple things are being added. Really quick, if we could get a quick scroll.
Yeah, what
through
is
some of the
leaving
stats,
actually?
Go ahead and give us.
Yeah, so we've removed some stats. We've removed resilience. We've removed recovery,
and mobility.
Yes, and mobility. So instead, starting from the top, we got health. Then we have melee and grenade, super, class, and then our weapon stat. So this is an entirely new suite of stats, does different things. All of our stats now, instead of going to 100, they go to 200. So once you go above 100, you get an additional benefit put on top of the 0 to 100 benefit. And these, on the ability side, we are giving you kind of your uptime and how much energy you're getting in the 0 to 100 range. And then the 100 to 200 range, we're increasing things like damage, things like survivability, which is somewhere we never really gone into.
Crazy.
And it's going to really give players more tools to customize their build, kind of pinpoint single, like I'm gonna be this badass grenade thrower that's just doing shit tons of grenade damage, or I could be more defensive or more weapon focused and all of this, right?
Yeah, we haven't had like
Hey, he said a shit ton
before, and it's
in the
sometimes
interview,
good to
bro.
have,
He
like,
said
hook into
he
the
said a
artifacts,
shit
like a
ton,
two
bro.
weapons build, and we've kind of pushed further into that world.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think we saw some questions specifically about the weapon stat and PvP. I know y'all have been balancing in the PvP, making sure this is kind of like cherry on top. It doesn't change the time to kill too much, but it's kind of like a cost balancing factor, right? If you want that extra damage, you lose out on grenades, things like that.
Sure, yeah. So if you want to go all in on weapons, like your weapons are going to be more potent than they were before, but it's at the expense of your other abilities and that sort of thing. So we have done extensive testing to make sure we're not breaking PvP. That said, you know, in the first day that this comes out, the amount of hours being put into this by genius members of the community is going to dwarf what we've done. So it's a little bit scary how much change we've
they
actually
barely
put in
even
this.
doing
Teams
damage
worked
to that
so hard
fool.
across the entire game. Everything you hear today is it's not apples to apples.
Is that like a
with
boss?
the pre-Edge of Fate numbers and feel of the game. It really.
Well, finally, you can
across the
actually
game,
use your
we have
super
just
in
changed
the
so much.
range,
It's
though.
very different. It's not really. easy
And
to
you
compare
can-
the experience
okay.
of what's going to be in the next release to what people are playing right now.
But at the same time, it still feels like Destiny.
Yeah, it's that
like
quintessential feel of I got my gun, I have my abilities, but now it's how much agency do I have in leaning into some of these things and embracing like a role-playing mechanic.
Yeah.
And one of the cool things is like internally, I think the most common thing we say on like our sandbox channel now has just like emerged as, man, I can't wait for 900. Like the sandbox is really exciting. There's a lot of really specific builds you can do. Like if you want to be the melee guy, you can be the melee guy more than ever before, right? And it's I think we're gonna see some really crazy stuff.
Speaking of embracing some of these different lanes, we actually have 3 new exotics coming
chickens!
with the
You
Edge
can
of
summon
Fate.
chickens.
Each class is
Stop
going to get
playing.
one new exotic. Each embrace a different sort of vibe or theme, and yeah, you can see them on screen. I think first we're going to start with the Warlock exotic, and Bjorndal, you have all the details.
Sure. Yeah, so first we have Eunoia, which is Warlock exotic themed around the Hellion aspect. What this does is after your Hellion
KFC
fires,
farm, yep.
after a certain amount of time, the projectile is going to shatter into a bunch of submunitions that will like seek nearby units and scorch them, and so it kind of like adds a little bit of like skill play to something that was kind of more of a passive aspect in the past.
Yeah, and I think in the shooting range we can see like it can be both.
That
a
might be
single
pretty good in
target or
PvP.
a group
Sorry,
sort of
PvE,
add
sorry.
player exotic, right?
Yeah. It can kind of serve multiple roles, just kind of like a amping up something that was like a trusty old tool to be something
That might be crazy in
more
PvP.
that you have to like manually aim.
Yeah, and you can like, because it like splits in mid-flight, you can kind of like control your spacing to like control the grouping of it. If you want to hit one target, you know, if you're at the right
a little bit
distance, you'll hit
closer.
all 5. Yeah, and they'll like burst way earlier than before. Or if you like get way back, you can just blanket a region.
Love it. Yeah, and we can see on the screen too, like some of the looks of the exotic and the Hellion have changed.
Yeah, so like while you're using the
Look at all them
exotic, the
chickens.
Hellion
Yeah, I know,
itself,
right?
like the little solar
Bark,
buddy
bark,
will
bark,
have
bark.
the same X that the gauntlets do.
All
So
those
it's like a
cluckies.
nice little nod to like match the exotic.
Love it.
This thing looks so metal. I'm like so about having that big gas canister on my arm. Having that like flamethrower warlock arm is so cool. I may have.
We
to
already
start
have one
switching
of them.
to Play warlock.
Love it. Next up, I believe we have Hunter on docket.
Yeah, so the Hunter exotic is Morai, which is a strand-themed exotic that's about your threaded spike and tangles, where you can basically like yo-yo a tangle from out in the field back in your hand and then throw it again. So the way this works is if you have a tangle out in the field, you throw your strand Hunter melee at it, it'll pop the tangle and then bring one back to you that if you catch the spike, you'll get another tangle. So you can like duplicate a tangle, which works really well with a lot of Strand Hunter aspects like Whirling Maelstrom and just like the existing tie-in with like grappling to a tangle.
Oh boy.
You get like even more mobility and a lot of like ad clear potential.
That is crazy.
And also it will return more energy when you catch it as well. So like even if you don't hit anything or you don't grab a tangle,
That is
so
crazy.
it helps you keep that engine going.
Yeah, you can see the strand energy attached to the threaded spike. So if you grab that, I love how we're rewarding that like perfect grab.
Yeah.
I can already hear people yelling "spin to win" as they're
Yeah.
spamming these things, right?
Yeah, I mean you can have 3 Beyblades out in the field at any time. Essentially, it's
And you're like zipping between the tangles with grapple. It's cool as hell.
it's very
So you
strong.
can
It's also
have
gonna be
3
very strong with this,
Beyblades. Okay.
Artifact
Oh, yes.
upcoming, which we'll talk about. But another cool
It's not bad.
tidbit about this is it will the threaded spike will bounce to the tangle from enemies as well.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
it's something that has a lot of easy use and really rewards skill at the same time.
Yeah, I think before we move on to Titans, and sorry Titans, we'll get to you in a second. Really cool exotic. I do want to talk about Gambler's Dodge. In the last TWID, we talked about a bunch of abilities changes, exotic tuning, that kind of stuff. And we saw some chatter around Gambler's Dodge. It was updated and reworked, right?
Yeah, we have reworked Gambler's Dodge. So it's the energy you get when you dodge now scales on your melee stat, but you no longer have to dodge near enemies to get that energy. So I can dodge anywhere in the game. I don't have to worry about this invisible circle that's around me to know if I'm close enough. It is going to feel more consistent. If I build into melee, it's going to feel more powerful. There's also, Taylor, you were talking about the multiple charges, right?
So if you like our bar for a lot of this stuff is if you are at 70 stat, you'll get the full refund like you used to. But if you go beyond that, you'll actually get a little bit more, which most of the time doesn't matter. But like if you're using like a Fiddy Spade or any of the multi-melee things or Stasis Shurikens, it'll go up to like 1 1/3 charges. So you can keep that going even better if you're fully invested in melee. So you have like more reasons like to invest in it. If you want more melees, you want them to be more damaging, then you just go all in on that, and it will still do
like
something.
just so many shurikens.
Yeah.
Just
What's up,
an
Goblin?
embarrassment of shurikens.
Which is great. Like
Freeze everything in front of you. right?
exactly.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and then I won't be bothering you and saying, "Don't kill this thing. Let me do my dodge."
Yeah,
anytime.
you can just do it wherever you want.
So yeah, let's go on to Titans. So this one
Titans, come
thematically, I
on.
think, for me at least, I'm just like, you're a Forge Master.
Yeah. So this is Melis Panoplia, which is an
A hard
exotic
name to say.
Yeah.
As we get deeper into Destiny, the names get a little. Yeah, but go ahead.
It's it's an exotic themed around something that people have been asking for a long time, which is kind of the fantasy of Thor's hammer. Of I want to be able to pull my hammer back to me after I throw it. So there's like a little mini game loop here where you get a fire sprite, you pick it up, then you get a buff that lets you pull the hammer back to you. And if you pull the hammer back with good timing, it'll explode and to like solar shrapnel and hit stuff for like extra damage on the way back.
Oh, that
I
is
like how
cool.
hammer saw works, and I think the hammer also will damage
Call me
things
Thor.
return trip too. So if
I
you
think this might be my new
position
famous
yourself
thing to
well, you
do.
can actually like send it back through guys.
Line 'em
and
up.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've wanted to do this for a long time, but it's been kind of a scary,
Complicated.
Yeah, it's hard to balance this sort of thing where it's like it returns all your energy, but it also you can pull it back to you at any time. So Alex, our designer, really knocked it out of the park as far as
It came out so well.
the balance.
That is
and
pretty
the
cool, bro.
activator and the
Performance.
Yeah, the performance.
Yeah. You were talking about the animation, right?
Yeah.
Before this.
I love the performance on this thing. We've got like this beat where it's like all this magnetic like handshaking. It feels so good. We actually did like a new tech thing on this where if you're like looking off to the side, we kind
I
of
like
the
it, too.
player's hand a little bit, so you're like still kind of actually.
I
moving
am
the hand.
Thor.
And that's like the first.
I'ma be
time
Thor
I've
for the
done
whole
that, like, a
entire
world
episode,
object,
so.
and it's very cool. It feels really good.
Awesome.
I'm about to be invested
I
into
think,
these arm
So
pieces.
we're going to be getting into some more gameplay and an actual activity in a minute. But before we go, I do want to ask for stats. And actually, two things. With your exotics, there are going to be gear bonuses that you can build on top of, correct? And that's a new Armor 3.0 feature.
Yeah, so gear bonuses when a new armor set drops. If you have 2 or more pieces from that armor set, you will get an additional perk. If you have 4 or more pieces from that armor set, you will get another perk on top of that. So I could take 2 pieces from one set, 2 pieces from another set, and then an exotic. And I have like more perks than I've ever had before on my Guardian. And it's really enables you to expand your build crafting in new ways.
Yeah,
It
I
makes
think we
it
have,
nice.
we
That
have
is
an
so
example of
dope,
this
though.
in the build right now. If gameplay specialist could inspect an armor piece, you can see. Yeah, here's some of the destination armor bonuses that you can get.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
at 2 pieces
that's
we have
pretty
Force
cool, though.
Converter. At 4 pieces we have Reactive Booster. And sorry, go for it, Vivi.
Okay,
That's pretty
I was just
cool.
gonna say,
That's pretty
yeah,
cool.
these are unique to the armor set itself. Something more than just like cosmetics that you might want out of these.
Gives you another reason to like go to
Right.
a specific place and pursue a specific armor set besides just fashion. Although fashion is still very
Although
important.
You can
Very
still
important.
use your armor synthesis and
yeah.
put the looks on these.
Yeah, and I mean, we also get to make perks that are like, I'm the this guy, you know, because you're investing so heavily in the 4-piece perk. But what's really cool about this is like, I think this is going to be very cool at live when we like launch. But I think in like little bit in the future, we're going to see people go like, hey, remember that armor
Yeah.
that I
Mixing
got?
like something from 2 seasons ago
Right,
with
the
now.
2-piece perk from Kepler is really cool with whatever, and we're really excited about that.
Yeah, and then the second piece of this is going to be for the stats rework. Some of the fragments are going to be reworked as well to adopt new stats or change, right?
Yeah, so fragments still can adjust your stats up or down depending on your build. And some of these, you know, because we've deprecated some of our perks, or stats rather, some of these are new. Like we're going to have, you know, some of these will have weapon stat, which never have happened before, which just opens up new build crafting avenues. We're gonna kind of wait and see how this lands, how the dust settles for all of the stat stuff before we go in and adjust these further. But Yeah, I think players have a lot of different ways to build out their stats and become the grenade master, the weapon master, and whatever they want to do.
So, quick shout out, Dark Slifer, Childish CG, and Snivvyland for those
I want to
last
see
two
the
questions.
story.
They actually asked them ahead of time. Feel free to keep dropping questions in chat. I'm glancing down here every so often. Now it is time to move on, and let's talk about some new stuff. Vivian, you have been very excited about a new weapon archetype that is coming with the Edge of Fate.
I sure am. For centuries, humanity has wondered, like, what would a legendary bow look like in the heavy slot? And today I have your answer. For Edge of Fate, we are building a crossbow. It plays like a new archetype, but it is technically a bow for the purposes of, like, it's gonna fill all your bounties, that kind of stuff. Now, so when we went to go make this, we knew it was a very cool fantasy, right? We want the feeling of like really drawing it back and it hitting a single target and doing a ton of damage. But we do have linear fusion rifles, right? And that's always the question, is like, what does this do that's different? What's the fun gameplay here? And we settled on, well, when you shoot that big heavy bolt and it hits your target, you can just go pick it back up. So this thing theoretically is a heavy weapon with unlimited ammo. You can use the same bolt for an entire nightfall if you want. I would love to see someone do that. Go clear a dungeon without ever using anything else or whatever, It's very cool. You have to put yourself in danger, you have to go grab it, but it's just such a satisfying loop to just like pull it out of some, dead hive, just put it in the rail, pull it back, use the same bolt to shoot someone else. It's great.
I saw last week in a PvP playtest, I saw someone run the entire map with a single bolt, and they just kept it alive for minutes on end.
That was me, I'm sorry.
I can hear the PvP mains, like, when you said infinite heavy ammo, they're like, excuse me?
Yeah,
but it's like, you gotta go
You
pick
gotta
that
go
thing up.
get it, So it's not free, but it is very potent.
Yeah, and in PvP, you only get the one. You gotta get the headshot, and it's very funny. It ends up being like this game of like keep away, where you're like, we cannot let Taylor get near this thing.
So as we're going into this activity, we'll get some gameplay footage. This is a good example of the portal system that we'll be talking about next week on July 1st. Make sure to tune in.
July 1st, they're going to be talking about the portal.
From just the history of Destiny, and it will be in the portal to go in and play. Power progression, we'll be talking about that next week, so stay tuned for that.
Next week.
Vivian, back to the heavy crossbow though. You were talking about this being legendary, so that means random rolls, and you had mentioned bolts.
Yes, yeah. So we had a
Wait,
really
what?
fun opportunity when we were
A
making this,
legendary
where
bow
we got to
actually
the
doing
talent
some
grid,
aerial
and,
effects?
we always want to make stuff kind
Stop
of like
playing.
And we got to the talent grid and we were like, this thing does not have a magazine. We cannot put magazines on this, right? And it gave us the opportunity to like really go, what would like a different magazine plug system look like? And so what we ended up going for is like, we have bolt types, and the bolt types, instead of just being stats, they're going to alter the way the bolt actually behaves out in the world.
Yeah.
So we've got, one of them is like explosive bolt, where it's gonna put in a target, it'll like beep, 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 and it'll just explode, kind of like a grenade launcher. And then we have my personal favorite.
That's not bad.
Bolts. I remembered to say the shipping name this time.
You can say, if it doesn't have 3 names, it's not real game dev.
I never know when things go live. I never know. I'm like, you guys know better than I do the names.
That's not bad.
So we have serrated bolts, and you can put like the bolt in a target with serrated bolts, and you can normally draw them back out of living targets, but if you have serrated bolts, they're gonna deal damage on the exit too. And it is so satisfying to like land the final hit with the pull, and you just pull back your bolts and you get them, and they just go flying.
I'll take that back. Yeah. When you first brought this up, I was just like, that's so metal. Like, gimme.
It's something.
Oh, you
really
can pull
quick,
back
just on the topic of ammo, there are new ammo meters. Bjorn, we were going to talk about this in the firing range, shooting range. But we actually have some live gameplay where we can see these meters working out. Can you talk us through what is this new system? How does it work? That kind of stuff.
Yeah, so there's been a pretty big shakeup in the way that ammo works in the game, where in the past it wasn't really anything that you had too much control over, but now it is something that you have like a lot of control over and a lot of build crafting hooks to optimize or like make your own. And it almost like kind of works like an ability or like a super does now, where it lives in your weapon tray. You can see there below the weapons on kills and assists with anything that'll take up and then when you hit full, the next kill will drop you a brick of that type. So there's
That is
a
freaking
lot of
cool.
things
Thank
you
you,
can do
Bungie.
now that you can
Thank you,
build into
Bungie.
to
Thank you.
have a lot more control over the pacing of when
Thank
you're
you.
Sweet.
and like there's a bunch of armor mods that exist now that like pretty much all the things that used to be finders or inventory now fit into ammo generation, which is like a new weapon stat. So players have a lot of different ways to kind of
There we go, I'll
build
turn them
around
up.
that, depending on like, you know, if you have a really ammo hungry special weapon, then you have some options now to actually make that easier to feed.
And we'll be talking about this in depth in a future Twitter blog, so stay tuned for that, especially PvP heads. I've already seen conversation from our content creator videos going out. But before we get out of combat, I do want to talk about, alongside the new weapon archetype of the crossbow,
showing us
we have
old
some new
stuff,
weapon
though.
frames coming to the game.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. So let's start with the hand cannon.
Oh,
All
Trials
so
hand
we
cannon.
have the spread shot hand cannon. It's like a big, chunky, beefy hand cannon that fires shotgun pellets. Very close range, but hard hitting. 2-tap PvP. I'm a little afraid of that, but you know,
But
I'm
it's
sure it'll
close
be
range,
great.
right?
Yeah,
Like-
it's very limited. It's like a sidearm, like big punchy sidearm, but like even less range than a sidearm, but like less precision reliant.
This thing has become my baby in
Yeah.
PvP. I love this thing.
It's pretty great.
It's kind of like having like a sawed-off
Yeah.
that's like a primary ammo, and it is just so good if you play aggressive or you use like other abilities to hit people.
It's
or
really
just
good
want
as like
to
a mixer in between.
I
other
gotta
stuff.
see
Right,
that.
and that's exactly how I play. So I love this thing.
And second, so shout out to Sammy Cat,
Make a
resident bow
2-tap.
lover. She does full solo dungeons, HUD off, bows
That
only.
thing could
We have a new
2-tap
bow
you.
frame that's going to be coming.
Yeah, so we made a longbow, which is like a big, heavy war bow.
Okay, it seems like
even
I gotta
slower
go back to
draw
hand cannon
precisions, but
using.
more damage, and it has intrinsic over penetration. So if you line up a bunch of thrall and you like hip fire a full draw, it'll just go straight through all of them with one shot.
Really?
I love that our damage numbers have been squished a little bit, so they actually mean something now. Because if you look at how much damage this bow is doing compared to like each one of those pellets in the hand cannon.
Yeah.
Like when like in the live game where it's like I did 20,000 damage with a shot. It's like
Yeah,
the
it's hard to
numbers
compare.
Yeah, start to be
Right.
meaningless. But for me, we've just changed so much, and I can't overstate like how. Yeah, how much has changed and how this game is I guess evolving.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of those changes are like they go hand in hand,
Right?
Like us changing the stats.
That's so true,
around,
Kurt.
You know, us making new builds possible. A lot of these changes are all like they're all going to kind of combine to create something new.
Yeah. Did you see that front shielded ogre?
Oh,
with
boy.
we have a new. We'll talk about this next week.
Yeah.
But the new Banes are incredible. I'm very excited for players.
Oh boy, yeah.
play with
New banes, new modifiers, all that kind of stuff. And then the final weapon we got on tap is going to be a special weapon, another burst, shoots explosives.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
So
Burst
I
that
know a lot of people
shoots
are big fans
explosives.
of rocket-assisted sidearms. Now we have a rocket-assisted frame pulse rifle.
Oh, this
So
thing
it
about to be
fits
nasty
a
and
similar
crucible.
role, but a little bit different. It's a little more ammo hungry than the sidearms. It got a bit more range and hits a bit harder. So it kind of fits in between like a fusion rifle and a sniper rifle. Also kind of fires a little bit differently than pulse rifles,
This thing
which is
about to
interesting
be
just because like,
disgusting,
all of the
chat.
pulse rifles have like different burst delay, but when you're firing each pulse, they all have like the same rate of fire. So this, instead of being like the brr, it's like a bop bop bop. So it feels heavier and it's firing these like big, slower projectiles. So
Look
it
at that.
feels chunkier.
Thank you for
Look at that.
doing a Dave Samuel
Yes.
impression there.
I aspire to
That
greatness.
is about
Yeah.
to destroy
This thing is,
people.
like real cool. It's real heavy, but it's also like, you know, like we said, it's like pretty ammo hungry. One of the cool things about 900 is like we have the ammo stat. You know, you can build into that. You can eliminate that downside, and now you can see it working.
Yeah, same for the longbow
Look at
too.
how much
like,
damage
there were some
that thing
perks on the ring
doing,
rolls that you
bro.
can go in, lessen the draw time. Like, sure, it's still going to
Look
be
at
a
how
little
much
bit slow
damage
fire,
that
heavy
thing
hitting, but
doing.
there's a bunch of ways that you can build craft and tune these things to feel good for your plays.
Like you have like one for all or other things that care about hitting multiple targets.
Yeah, right. So as we're going through this transition, we actually have a bunch more to cover, and gear tiering has been top of mind for a lot of players ever since our reveal stream.
I ain't gonna
So
lie, that
Eric,
pulse
I'd love
is a
to
must
dive in
get.
and just revisit what's the high-level vision statement for gear tiering and how we're getting players.
I must get
reinvested in some of
that.
Yeah, so gear tiering
And God roll.
enables players to look at a piece of gear at a glance and like understand how powerful it is. So You can see those kind of 5 icons or 5 little dots there. This is a 5th tier armor piece we're looking at. And the stat package or the stat pool that each piece gives is going to depend on the tier. So you can see at tier 1 is going to drop between 52 and 57 stat totals. And then
That's not bad.
At tier 5, you are guaranteed 75 stats plus stat tuning, which lets you kind of add some.
Yeah, shout out to, there were a bunch of folks that were asking, what are stat bands? Because in the game right now, it's what is low to a given player. Like 62 feels low, but an actual
Leon?
definition is like 58 or lower.
Yeah.
In the game now, we have UI that tells you exactly what are the stat bands for each of the tiers, so you know what you're looking for as you're trying to build a 200 or 150 or whatever you're looking for.
I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I love that we did this because this is the most common question I get in my clan that I answer, and I love that you can just go see it now.
Yeah, having information in game is great. I think the biggest thing about this is that because the bands are a lot narrower, you have a much better expectation of what you're getting like before you even start the activity. So, like I know a lot of people like you go into a master dungeon to farm some artifice armor, and you don't know if you're going to get like 55 or 70. Yeah, it's like an extremely wide range, but like that takes a lot of time and effort to get through. So now it's just like you're going into the toppest end difficulty thing to get tier 5s. You know exactly what you're getting.
Yeah.
So it's significantly more likely that when you get your drop, it's going to be something valuable. It might not be valuable to your exact build, but it will be valuable. It'll be the stats total that you
No,
want.
I don't have Edge of Fate now.
Yeah, and with the new portal system,
I
which
don't
we'll
have
talk
it,
about
bro.
next week,
That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna get
have
probably,
score
a
goal
day or
that
two
you want to
before
hit
launch,
to get
but I
that
don't have
exact
Edge of
armor
Fate yet.
piece, and it's like more targeted farming or more targeted. If I want to chase a certain thing, like I know what I have to do to get it, and when it drops, I know what it's going to give me.
I ain't bowling like
as
you,
far
bro.
as the total value, right?
Yeah.
And it's just much more clear and exciting. So.
And go ahead.
I really like, we're mousing over here, the armor archetype. We now like display what things are going to be high on it and what things are going to be low. And they're like a little further apart where things are going to be spikier now. And so like, if you want to really max out stats, you can just look for that, emblem. You'll know what your armor is kind of like going to be good at. And it's like,
you can see that like at your main inventory level too. So you're just like mousing over like, oh, I just got a bunch of drops. What did I get? Cool. Is it gunner? Is it grenadier?
Right.
Like, what is the thing that I want? You can use that as like a quick reference rather than needing to go all the way into inspection and see like the exact stats.
And the last detail on tier 5 for armor, we mentioned this
That's
in
a
the
fact, man.
reveal stream. But
I could agree
you can
with
get
you
to
on
11
that, Leon,
energy
for
for
sure.
your armor. So it helps with build crafting. You can get more of those armor mods slotted and that kind of stuff.
it goes to 11 now.
Yeah, right.
It
So
does
switching
better,
over to
yeah.
weapons, though, I would love to. We have some examples of tier 1, tier 3, and tier 5 weapons to show what is that progression looking like.
Yeah, similarly, when a weapon drops, I'm able to just glance at it and be like, oh, tier 1 weapon, it's going to have base stats, it's going to have a limited perk pool there. But then you can see at tier 3, we now have 2 enhanced traits. We have some of our columns are going to have more perk options in them. And then tier 5, so this is a tier 3. And then tier 5 is going to have even more. Like look at the options here, and so much enhancement. And
Yeah, tier 4 you get the enhanced weapon mods too.
Right.
Yeah, kind of like how armor is like you have a much better understanding of like when I'm starting an activity, what is the expectation of the things I'm getting. This like the multi-perk and the enhanced perks kind of work for that too. So the odds of you getting that like specific god roll or multi-god roll, if you're looking for like the combo PvP, PvE weapon, are
we're
a
adding
lot higher than like in past activities where you're just getting, okay, I'm gonna get 1 adept with 1 trait in each column.
Yeah, and we're adding a lot of depth. Like as we were hovering over those enhanced perks, they have additional things that they can do, whether it be stats or power for the perk. We're putting all of these details into the game so people know as they're getting into this depth, they can hover over these things, understand all the different stats. We'll of course have blog components. We'll have some guides that our players make, our creators make. We'll blast those out, but we're hoping to bring more of these sorts of things into the game to make it easier to understand. So
Yeah, that said, if you have a great weapon drop that dropped this season or 5 seasons ago, if it's a good roll, it's a good roll. Like it's just because it doesn't necessarily adhere to the tier system doesn't mean it is not equal or or greater value in some cases.
Yeah, there was this really funny reference that Mactix made, one of our creators, where he had this beautiful giant sword, and he's like, this is what I got today, and it has perfect rolls for a rocket launcher, et cetera, and here's my new tier 1 weapon that doesn't really have good perks. Like, what are you going to use? Yeah. So to answer the question, Shadow on Blue Sky was asking, are my weapons that I have right now, or armor, like, is that going to be viable in high-end content? And the answer is, of course. There are going to be a couple things in here that add incentive to try out new things, but Vivian, you had kind of framed it as a cherry on top, right?
Right. Yeah. And it's also like a way to, you know, in the past, sometimes like the best way to get your path to power was like to do a lot of something. But now if you like do really hard activities as well, you know, we're also just kind of rewarding you for the time there.
Yeah, so right at the 9.
I hear them with all that.
In relation to this.
Oh, we need to see some story.
We will in a second, but I just wanted to touch on right at the 9. Some folks were asking, like, what do these equate to in the tier system? And when you get an adept right at the 9 weapon, both of your columns are enhanced, all that kind of stuff. Like, it looks like a tier 3. It's going to feel like a tier 3 for a while. So there is a good handshake as you're going into Edge of Fate. But yeah, the last thing for tier 5 gear, I would like to show the cosmetic treatment that we've been doing. We showed this in the reveal stream, but tier 5s have an awesome new shader treatment and also kill effects.
Yeah, so these basically on the weapons, they'll come with like fancy shader on it, and then something almost kind of similar to what we do with Sweaty Confetti, but now it's like a specific slot where it gets a custom kill effect that only comes on the tier 5 variant.
Yeah, and you can see with gear tiering, it's kind of learning a bunch of lessons through the years of Destiny. Like, kill effects are really cool. Players like this. Now we have a new slot for it. Players really like hollow foils as a chase in the game right now, and now we have tier 5s where you get sort of a hollow foil style treatment for it. So it's been really cool to watch y'all develop this over time. But to your point, this actually is a good segue into the next section where we're talking about new and featured gear and our artifact. So Eric, if you want to take the stage, What is new or featured gear?
Yeah, so our new gear, when we drop new weapons and armor for a season or for a release, that is going to get a bonus. It's going to be a little bit stronger than your other options. So on the armor side, you are going to get a damage resistance bonus per piece you have equipped, and that is, it kind of scales by gear tier. So if I have 5 tier 1 armor pieces, I'm going to have 5% damage resistance against, you know, everything. But if I have 5 tier 5 gear pieces, I'm going to have 15% damage versus everything. So I guess, yeah. So it is something that allows
I think it should be way more than that, though. That bonus damage needs to be way more.
Have a little bit of an edge. You know, it's a very small amount. It's a min-max sort of situation where if I wanted to wear stuff that is not in the new gear pool,
I'm just saying it should be more.
I'm not at a huge detriment.
Right.
But
something
yeah,
that
all
gives
5
you like
pieces,
that little bit of
it should be
edge
way
to
more.
like inch out into like the highest tier stuff when you like really need just a little bit more health or a little bit more damage.
Yeah, speaking of damage, so you can see that the max is actually 10%. This is a clarification. We invited some folks into the studio to look through all of this. The original number was 15%. It's actually 10% on your additional damage when you get all your tier 5 weapons equipped.
Wow.
So again, cherry on top, where it kind of gives you that edge, and also it gives you a way, kind of like in
it's
earlier
10%,
releases
but
where
they say 15.
you walk out to the tower,
okay.
you're wearing all your raid gear. You're kind of like peacocking, as y'all have framed it. And now it's, oh, hey, I have all tier 5 gear. This shows like, not only have I mastered this content, but I've earned a bunch of really cool stuff, gotten all the gear I want, and now I can carry my team through. So, when it comes to the new gear as well, what's the way that you identify that as a player?
Yeah, so if you see that little kind of teal icon in the top left corner of the armor piece, that is going to that's going to tell me that it is in the new gear pool. So it's not only gear from this season or release, but it is also gear. It's like a collection of exotic pieces as well.
Yeah, so we hop into the collections really quick. There's actually a new section that's going to show, here's our featured gear. So if you have some things from previous releases, those are going to be a part of the build crafting as well.
Correct.
A note for any newer players or returning players, some of these things are actually like, you can go to Xur, try to grab those. You can go into Rite of the 9. Emissary is going to have a few things like Graviton Lance. that's a great thing to pick up before this new release starts. So then you have a
Graviton
little bit of an
lance.
edge
Everybody
going
has
Yeah.
that weapon
Then,
already,
you know,
bro.
if y'all screenshot this, you can start hunting this stuff down right now, right?
Yeah, and
the
we
list.
will have follow-up blogs where we're going to go line by line. I understand, like, this stream has a lot of data. It has a lot of numbers, that kind of stuff. Big lists of gear. We'll have a full bulleted list, not just in TWIDs, but in patch notes as we keep going. So I think with that, we can go into the artifact as well.
Cool.
Yeah, so the artifact this time around, we're you know,
I don't
we're
know.
going and we're exploring Kepler. So kind of going with that theme is we wanted this to be kind of like, you know, scout the wild frontier. And so to that end, it's kind of a little longer range weapon-wise than some of our recent artifacts. One of the other like themes that we wanted to get was like, this is gonna be like me and my fire team, you know? So if you're scouting solo, we have stuff for solo. If you're scouting as a group, we have stuff as a group. Then lastly is like we made this artifact like a little more weapons focused than we maybe normally do because we wanted to kind of like highlight that kind of like, you know, the Guardians kit, kind of down to earth, kind of like, you know, grit thing. Some of my favorite perks in these are in the fifth column. There's that first one is Radiant Shrapnel. And this is gonna add like an additive shrapnel burst when you're killing guys when they're radiant or when you're radiant or they are scorched. And I actually really like that, like we pay out scorched a little because like sometimes you can't quite get that ignition, you know.
So
and
that's going to pair really well with the Warlock exotic coming out. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. You could scorch a bunch of guys and then you can cause them to alt burst. It's very cool. The fourth one in this column also is a favorite of mine. It's Tangled Web, and this is going to suspend everyone when you generate a tangle via combat. And normally we do that effect, we reserve that effect for breaking the tangle, right? And now it's like on creation, and it leads to a very fun situation where you can just kind of walk up and take it, and you're like, thank you guys, I'll be back. And they can't do anything, and it kind of gets you there faster if you're not using like grapple grenade or something.
It works really well with the Hunter Exotic.
It also works really well with the Hunter Exotic. It's lots of fun.
Awesome. Yeah, I think, so there's a question from V Ferrer sorry if I pronounced that wrong, asking, are there going to be more seasonal mods? And with the artifact, you can see next major update, there's going to be another row, as people know. With the featured gear, there's also going to be added exotics to that
Just
pool.
unlock
And
every
Bjorn,
last
I
one
believe
of
we
them
are
like
also
y'all did the
making some
last time. Why
new
we got
seasonal,
to
mods that
buy
will be
these
released over
things,
time,
bro?
correct?
Come
Yeah,
on,
kind of
man.
the same way that we did last season, where we had the like Taken theme set of weapon mods. We'll have the same thing for this.
But you can
release's
use
theme.
anything.
You
Like,
can-
come on, bro.
We'll find those out as they come.
Perfect. All right. Well, wow. I believe we are at the end of the stream. Thank you so much for joining us on the couch. Everybody out there, thank you so much for joining us during this live stream to see what we have to offer. We do have another live stream next Tuesday, July 1st, same time, same place, different cast, sorry. I'll invite you back soon. But we're going to be talking Portal Power Progression. So what are you playing? How are you earning things? How are you getting up to these tier 5s? And also, how are you customizing your experience in the Portal with new Banes, new modifiers, all that kind of stuff? Just because this is information heavy, as I mentioned, we do have a slate of blog content that'll be coming live. We'll have a recap on Thursday. We have a standalone next Wednesday that'll talk a little bit more about gear tiering. Next Thursday, we'll also have another recap for that stream and additional sandbox information. And then we keep marching into launch with more patch note previews, gear previews, all that kind of stuff. So outside of the full suite of gear you'll be earning on Kepler, bunch of stuff to discover. So thank you so much again for joining. This has been a fun stream. And as we leave, we're going to toss you over to our good friend Fallout. He's going to be talking through a bunch of what we said today. He was one of the creators that we invited to Bungie with hands-on, so he can explain some things. And we'll be collecting questions throughout the rest of the day to answer in the twit. Thanks so much for joining, and we'll see you next time.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Some of it was great. Some of it was just meh. Alright, some of the weapons are exciting though. That I would like to try with that pulse rifle excited me the most. You know what I mean? The bow is pretty nice as well. That got me kind of hyped up. That bow that electrifies everything. It's almost a Trinity Ghoul legendary, but you know, we're gonna see how that works. It's a legendary though. You know what I mean? So they did that. They did that. Trinity Ghoul legendary, man. I'm with it, chat. Trinity Ghoul Legendary. I don't know, how y'all feel about that? What y'all think about what just happened? Boring, right? Yeah, yeah. They show nothing to do with the story, nothing at all, bro. Like, what we got going on? Like, they show us nothing to do with the story, nothing at all. I agree. I don't blame you, BG. You want to retire? Retire, man. Retire. I'ma be playing it just to the hell of it to see what's going to happen. Oh, we got the reset. The weekly reset happened, didn't it?
Step on up. Take a look.
Check it out. Let's see what that weekly reset is all about, man. What we got here on the themes of thing, man. We got the most huggable. Oh, look at him. He's hugging up that Jade Rabbit thing. Oh, yeah. Look at that, man. Mechanically mined. Oh, he's tuning up that box, man. The jukebox. All right, that's not bad. Some older things, which could be better. Did we have this, the claw? Did the reset happen? We had this already, bro.
I can wait.
Or am I tweaking? Okay, hold on. Let's restart this whole entire thing because I think I'm tweaking. Oh, you missed it. You missed it. You missed it, man, Henry, man. It wasn't bad. I wouldn't lie to you. It wasn't bad, but it also wasn't that great. So there's nothing major that you miss. I can tell you that. It's not a big hype for me. They got some cool weapons, but it's not a big hype for me. They ain't show nothing impressive for me to be like, oh my gosh, bro, what the hell is going on? No way, bro, Bungie did that. No, it wasn't that. Not for this week though. I can say that it wasn't for this week though. Right of the 9. You know? It's not impressing me. It's not making me go crazy, go nuts. It's not. There will be more. We will see. You know what I mean? Certain exotics they show for each characters. It wasn't all that. It was cool. The Warlock one is the most intriguing. The Titan one is definitely dope. The Hunter have extraordinary crazy talent to toss these boomerangs around from the strand. It's cool. It's okay. You know, but I'm not holding my head. Oh my gosh, they did that. No. I'm sorry. But not for me. The unstoppable sniper. What got you flabbergasted? How? Maybe I wasn't seeing something. Maybe I'm tweaking. Maybe you saw something I didn't see. I don't know. You know I'm always missing things. I'm always missing things, bro. Don't even get me started. Let's just be missing things. I'm just trying to understand. You can't wait to use one sniper shot to stop an unstoppable? Bro, it doesn't even matter, bro. I don't care. I truly don't care. Alright, here we go. We're gonna go back to Eververse and see what Eververse is talking about. Then we're gonna see what weapons we got this week for
Need something new?
the whole thing. Yeah, they give us back the same freaking things, bro. Hold up, what is this?
Take as long as you
Ah,
like.
not too bad. I'll buy this. Time inlay. Not bad. Messenger. Not my cup of tea. Wouldn't get that. The rapid response. Trash. High class trash. Almost mighty shell. Yeah. I think Eververse.
As long as you like.
Eververse is slacking this week. I don't know how y'all feel, but Eververse is slacking. Let's see the weapons this week for GM.
Are you ready?
GM weapon, Cruel, and plug one. Cruel Mercy, plug one. I don't know how y'all feel about it. Good luck to most of y'all. What is the GM this week? We gonna check. See what the GM looking like this week. Just gonna start it up right away. Is the Cosmodrome? What's in the Cosmodrome for GM? Maybe it's that one mission where PsyOps mission in all the rooms. Feel like it. Ha! I was right. I was right. So we have. There's no unstoppable. There's anti-barriers. Anti-barriers and unstoppable. In here. The Divide. And it's the PsyOps mission in the Divide. Okay, not bad. Let me see here. What weapon do I want to put in the vault? That's cool. This is cooler. And this is awesome. That's not bad. If you want your Vex Meta class to look that crazy, it's up to y'all. Oh my goodness. Why would I put that in there? Put my sniper in there, bro. Bro, nobody uses a shotgun no more, bro. That's the crazy part. Nobody uses that shotgun no more. You see here, I'll probably use this. And use this. Not too bad, chat. Not too bad at all. What do you mean you don't own one? Yes, sir. We gonna see how we work in this though. This is not bad. That is not bad, but we just gotta switch around some things. Get that helmet to switch around a little bit. We need a proper helmet, chat. What is a good helmet? We had a good Halo helmet. But nice to have one with a damn Mohawk running type helmet. Yeah, but that helmet's ugly. That helmet is ugly. Gonna have to change this arm piece to something a little better. Yeah, leg piece with a little juice in it, man. What we gonna get, man? Vex? I don't have that Vex leg piece though. That's the only good thing they have right now in the ornaments department. No, sir. No, sir. No, I'm a use it. What the heck? Whatever. Go and change this though. Oh, let me slide here. And let me see here. What's a good color, chat? Screw it. We're gonna go with the all black. See what we have here that we can roll. I screwed up, bro. I was supposed to save that. And I screwed up, chat. Boy, tell me about it. I screwed up. I was supposed to save that, and I screwed up. Ah, boy, vicious boy. We can also change it back. It's all good. I was supposed to change that, keep that the way it is, and I ruined it. I blame BG. It's BG fault. It should have been way better. I take the time to blame BG. Emotional damage. Big time, bro. Big time because of BG. What did we have? We had this. Alright, we had that. That color is seemingly ugly. And then we're gonna go with this. And we're gonna put on. Hey, look at that little flame down there. Y'all see that little flaming? You gonna trade for Elder Scroll Online? What? That's a new thing now. That's what y'all doing. Y'all gonna play some Elder Scrolls? That might not be too bad, Kurt. You over there making fun. That might not be too bad. Let me see here. What can we work with though? Kurt making fun, but that might not be bad at all, huh, BG? Why Kurt making it sound like that? Let's see if we can work some grenade magic here. Grenade. Grenade. Right? What we gonna do here? We gonna run with you, and you. Let's see how it looks. Not bad. Not bad at all. Guess I might have to stick with that one. Guess we go ahead and stick with that. Those guys gonna be shooting void. They also gonna have solar in there. Alright. Not too bad when it comes down to the stats. Let's see who we get here to run this GM with. Find some talent. Okay, we go. Hey. Let's find some talent. Let's see what we got for talent. Another Titan. Okay. What's this? A hunter? A hunter. This is gonna be something else. This man name is the Fart Snatcher, bro. What we got going on here, chat? What we got going on here, man? This man name is the Fart Snatcher. He about to snatch somebody fart, bro. Nah. That name ain't it. I'm about to cancel this because he ain't readying up. So, goodbye. He wasn't readying up. Man is not even readying up. Fart Snatcher was sabotaging. The Fart Snatcher is crazy. Wicked work, though. I don't know how much fart he's snatching up, but you know. See what we working with. A hunter. And another hunter. I'm going to do this. I'm going to hit you with a crazy boot. And then I'm gonna hit this one with that. With that hold at. Too many of y'all, bro. Too many, bro. Too many of the nonsense, man. And the crazy part is none of them is readying up. Like, is it me or the app is tweaking right now? Let's see what we're working with. Got pulse. Warlock. Where is the unstoppable? Okay. Titan. Tweaking for the weekend, bro. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. They have no unstoppable on. I don't know what to do. Thank you. Hunter is not bad. Thank you. Titan ain't bad either. That person, I don't know what they trying to do, bro. I don't know. People be doing weird things, man. People be coming in with weird weapons, bro. Alright, I'm gonna sit back and watch this dude. I'm gonna watch, bro. I'm gonna watch this stupidity. Y'all want to see Vicious Rage today? Y'all want to see me rage today? Well, y'all about to see me rage today. Just watch. Just watch. Just watch me. Just watch me rage. Watch me rage today, bro. I've been cool all day. I've been cool all freaking day. But every time I do a GM, somebody always comes in here and playing and doing the nonsense. But I'ma watch.
Cabal intel suggests that the Cosmodrome has become a light storage facility for the Lucent Hive. They're creating light batteries? What for? Let's hope we never find out. Get down there.
You have Conqueror 11 on, and just watch. How the hell all of them? Okay, I might have to take that back, man. My team is rolling. We rolling. We rolling. rolling. We rolling. We rolling and he folding, bro. We rolling. I thought we was gonna do bad. But I think they about to get sniped up though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know. You don't know. You don't know, man. You know we cooking, man. I don't know. I don't know. Things is looking crazy over there. Misa, I don't know. Alright, things are moving. Hiya! It's a never star. What's going on? How are you doing? Welcome. These guys land directly behind me too. Like, what? Oh, y'all thought y'all was gonna get away. Damn. That boy got dealt with. Oh, behind me. Holy. These guys pull up behind me. Oh, that was just crazy. Oh, everything is good. How you doing? How's your day? Everything is good. I'm just traumatized. Don't mind me. I'm just traumatized and vicious. That's who I am. Traumatized and vicious. Somebody around me somewhere. Oh, these boys are going crazy. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Them boys are going crazy. We killing things. We killing things, baby. We running. I'll pick it up by glimmer. I need that. I need all that.
For the Cabal, being disarmed
I
is
need
more shameful
everything.
than being killed in battle. I imagine it's the
Hold on
same
a
with
second,
the Guardians and their light. This looks like some kind of storage depot, but instead of weapons, they're collecting Guardian light.
All right, boys, here I come. Here, why it look like he's lagging? Oh, of course. I don't know what we got going on here, but I'm over here. Man, y'all tweaking, man. Of course. Out of here. Let's do it. Clutch man, yeah, that's me. Y'all see me clutched up. Both of these guys dead. What they doing? Oh, did he just lag? Of course, I'm the one that's being hurt. I know I'm hitting headshots. Thank you. I'm hitting headshots, bro. Don't play with me. I'm hitting headshots. Yo, guys, don't forget to smack that like, hit that sub, hit that notification bell. You already know. Let's go. It's completed already. Let's go, baby.
There are more of those light batteries up ahead.
The Hive must be preparing them for transit.
I have the Legion's best warriors prepared to intercept.
That's what you said last time. Oh, this is not a bad one. But it's nowhere a good one. These guys, bro. I'm telling you, man. I don't know if this guy think he infinite or godly tiered or whatever he's doing. You know, things are gonna get bad.
Those second projections are how Savathun controls her army.
Impale them on your
Man, look at all of them. I think that guy up there, he gonna get clapped, bro. Oh my gosh, you're not even looking at me. That's the crazy part. You're not even looking at me. Look, look, look. Alright, that's the thing Bungie need to fix. The aggro in this game is so awful. Cause she not even looking at me, bro. The aggro is so off. It ain't even funny. The aggro is so badly off, man. Oh, get the hell, bro, get the hell out of here. How did I even fall off, bro? Emotional damage. Bro, I'm about to rage. You almost killed me. Oh, he got killed. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hold that, you. Hold that. Tried it. Oh, really? I didn't even hear when that one died. Look at this. Crazy. Bro, she didn't even, it didn't even show that she did that. That's crazy. Let's go. Let's get it. GG's. We did that. We went crazy. Oh, man.
Hive light mirrors.
Went crazy, chat.
I asked myself
Hey,
the same
two
thing every
exotics.
day of the Dark Ages. Why did the Traveler resurrect bad people and let
And
good
the plug
people
one.
rot?
And what did you conclude?
Reservoir Burst
That
and
the
Lone
question
Wolf?
was flawed. Good and evil, right and
God
wrong.
roll or no God roll?
Those ideas are based on causality.
I see your point.
God roll or no God roll? What do y'all think? haven't seen your name in ages, bro. Did we not did a 3-man raid together? And then we did a flawless raid together, if I'm remembering right. Cause it's so many different plants I know, you know. Not sure Lone Wolf is after the nerf? Yeah, I don't know. It got Reservoir Burst in it. Man, I need to clear up my vault though, chat. Like, I need to go through my vault and get rid of everything. I need to go through my whole inventory. My inventory is dying. I gotta start deleting things, to really be honest. Cause I'm holding stuff that I don't even use no more. Your boy is tweaking. What we have on this? Dookie. Reservoir Burst under pressure, slideways. I need to go in my vault and just start dismantling like I owe money. Things that I don't even use. Hello, Vicious. Start dismantling. Do you owe money and you need to dismantle crap? Come on down. Telling you, I'm the worst, chat. Got things I don't even need. Sorry, excuse me. Things I don't even use. I got too many of these. Keep away high ground. I don't know, man. Me son don't know. Gonna have to delete this thing. delete that. Ooh, let me see. What do we have here? Look at this, a whole crap ton of this. What are we doing, baby? What are we doing?
Excuse me.
Look at how many of these things I have. Like, why? Oh, don't even get me started with here. I just need to start going straight down the street, just deleting. Don't even get me started. Start heading down the street deleting stuff. Alright, we gonna come back to that. I was just, you know, loosening up some stuff.
What cipher is this?
Yep, finally removing some of my hoarding stuffy. I'm hoarding too much. I'm finally full back on Glimmer. Sheesh.
All done, all done. Hi, Guardian.
Oh yeah, don't forget to pick up your glimmers. You know, just a quick reminder. Don't forget to pick that up. I'm gonna leave mine there for that video we're gonna make later. You know what I mean? Leave that there for that video.
Going to Zavala's big speech tonight?
Just browsing. That's fine by me.
Oh. Is my stream lagging, chat? Let me know. Let me know if my stream lagging.
Not everything Fenchurch sends is safe to sell.
When is the offensive launch?
Ordering vicious. Oh, we
Looking
got
for
this shit
something
for
in particular?
1,000, which I'll never get. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see this. The whole entire set. They chop off 200 off of this. 1,000 for this. 1,000 for this one. 800 for this? Never. They're gonna be waiting for that.
as
Come
long as
on.
you like. I can wait.
Oh, look at this, chat. This ain't too bad. Yeah, these colors ain't too bad. Sure, think about these colors. I think I already have that one, though. I don't have this one. See this color. Sheesh, that thing look crazy. Not bad. I already have that part. I don't know. Me saying I don't know. Mean I don't know. They trying to take
I don't know
me.
where my uncle finds these things.
They trying to take me, man. Alright, chat. Good people. Everybody around. Doing their thing. Chickling,
Looking for anything
chickling.
in particular, Guardian?
I'm gonna say, you know, I hope you all have
Our
a
inventory
wonderful
is
and
stocked,
blessed day.
so no rush.
Stay blessed. Stay up. And I hope to see y'all, you know, when I see y'all, you know, hopefully we could possibly do a stream tonight. We're going to see how that works. If we don't, I'm going to see y'all next week, Monday. And I'll see y'all for the rest of the week next week because I'm going to be around more. Just this week I have so much going on. I can't even keep up. But I'm going to try my best to post to y'all. And possibly, you know, on the 4th, y'all can see us do some fireworks. Okay, we might have a fireworks stream. All right, we gonna go outside and we gonna chill outside. You know what I mean? So I hope y'all ready. But if we doing any chilling, it's gonna be on Twitch. Okay, because I don't want to get banned for no music. No, nah. You know how it goes.
Looking for something in particular?
I'm gonna be straight chilling on the 4th. So if you always want to chill out on the 4th, you know, and be chill and watch us, you already know I'm gonna be rocking out. You know what I'm saying? So pull up on me. Anyway, peace and love. Hope you all have a wonderful and blessed day. I'ma see y'all. I'm out, skates. Bye, chat. Bye. Yo, don't forget, comment on them videos, y'all. Show love to the video. I'm out. Peace.